Did it work? Nice. Perfect. Okay. Excellent timing. It doesn't? Okay. This is gonna be a fast one. I don't have a lot to talk about. As I just said, this is gonna be a lochknits one because I don't have a lot to talk about. Also, my camera battery is being very weird. Welcome back to the Lochknits knitting podcast. My name is Haley. I am a tattooer, crafter, knitter, whatever from Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania in the United States. I am joined by a very special guest today who will be included in the podcast now and forever. This right here is Chicken Darling. We can consider Chicken Darling the mascot of this podcast. I recently went up to Pittsburgh to hang out with Brienne. We did the Lochknits bag pop-up at the Moon and Yarn Craft Room. While I was there, Brienne gave me my Christmas present, and part of it was this chicken that she had crocheted for me. I and my family are completely obsessed with her. Her name is Chicken Darling. She's going to be, like I said, a fixture of the podcast. She'll be back here on my shelf. I just wanted to show her off. I've been trying to consider how I could make clothes for her. I do think she might be too rotund to accommodate clothes, but time will tell and we'll see. But this is Chicken Darling. She is smug. She's kind of mean looking. Oh, we just love her. We just love her. Okay, so if you have watched the last episode, we had our interview with Lisa from Thimbleberry Yarn, which is my local yarn store out here in Northeast PA. Lisa and I had so much fun filming that episode, but also reading through all the comments, and the response was very sweet. So if you commented on the video or on the Instagram post or gave Lisa a follow, I will have put a link like above to this and also in the description box to the video that we did together. It was just a blast. Lisa is seriously like so awesome. And so many of my friends text me and say, I want to be Lisa when I grow up. And I was like, I couldn't agree more. Thank you, Lisa, for coming on the show. Maybe we'll catch back up with her in a couple months to see what's kicking around at Thimbleberry. Also, from the last episode, I have since gotten my haircut. I got my like curly haircut back. I feel better and I feel liberated. I feel like I don't want to like cake as much makeup on my face, which is really exciting. But I literally just got my haircut yesterday and I haven't like washed it with my own products yet. So please excuse like my bangs and my curls and everything are just kind of doing whatever they want today. So also Nate got me these beautiful earrings. They finally came in the mail. They came from Germany, so they took a million years to get here, and I think this one is backwards, but they're gorgeous and I love them. I have two finished objects, a whip, and I want to show you some new bags that are going to be in the shop, in my Etsy shop. From 2 episodes ago, that would have been episode 7, I think, I don't know. I had started crocheting my mom this chevron scarf. I've since finished it. This was oh god, I have to check now. It was Lion Brand Landscapes. I used like every single inch of all 3 skeins that I had. This was in the colorway 204 Desert Spring, and this turned out so nice, especially for the amount of yarn that I had. Like I said in the last episode where I talked about this, I really was not certain if I was gonna have to go out and buy another skein of it to make it like totally wrappable as a scarf, but let me put it on and I will show you. Look how cute. Look how cute. I love it. It could probably wrap a 3rd time if I wanted it to be like really close up here, but I love the like old lady granny chevron vibes. They're just so cute. Honestly, I think that this colorway and this like color layout worked up really nice. It's like just enough color changes. I'm all wrapped up now. It's like just enough color changes to look stripy, but I don't think it looks variegated. But the 3 skeins seriously worked up really nice. I don't always know what to do with acrylic yarn. Obviously, like, not really drawn to garment making with acrylic, but something that's gonna be used like as a gift is always preferable. So I'm gonna get some nice pictures of this and then wrap it up and have it for my mom whenever she comes up here next. The pattern is chevron scarf on Ravelry. I will put a link in the description below because I remember sitting and looking through the listing and not being able to find the author. So it will be in the description box. It's available for free on a blog post. The blog post, as with like most crochet blogs, is honestly insufferable to like scroll through. So if you want to buy the PDF, I'm pretty sure they have it available. But this is like really not rocket science. I'm a big fan of the crochet chevron blankets. So this like stitch pattern was nothing new to me, but I don't know why I never thought to like make it into a scarf. I also haven't made an infinity scarf in a really long time, but basically all I did was just finish the scarf and then nestle the edges together and do like a whip stitch to make it one piece. And you know, honestly, now that I'm looking at it, I really don't even know where it ended up. I guess that's just a testament to my whip stitch. Infinity scarf for my mom. I love these colors. This yarn is super affordable. It's very soft. I will say, just like, this doesn't bother me because I don't care, but if I were knitting a garment out of this yarn, I would probably be a little bummed about this. You can see from the, is that my whip stitch? Yes, this is my whip stitch right there. Okay, let's go to another spot. So you can see here in the light how it kind of like dips in and then back out and in, and it gives like that wave effect. It's not necessarily a fault of the yarn that it's doing that. It's the stitch pattern that's giving it that like wave look, but because it's acrylic yarn, you can't block that out. So I personally don't care, but just a heads up, I like forgot about that as it relates to like the crochet like chevron shape, and it does that like rumpling look to it. But overall, this was great. Really feel like I want to make one of these for myself out of maybe some scrap yarn. I've been like having a weird sort of like craving for an infinity scarf or like a cowl or something like really bunchy up around my neck. And for some weird reason, I'm just like not in the mood to cast on a shawl, which is very strange because I love shawls. They're kind of like my like happy place, like comfort project. So I don't know what that's about, but this is my scarf. Well, not my scarf, my mom's scarf. It turned out really cute and I like it. I have one more finished object, also not for me, but knit by me. So while I was up with Brienne in Pittsburgh, she had been talking with me about VKL. So Vogue Knitting Live is happening next week. Oh my God, next week already. And while I was hanging out with Brienne in Pittsburgh, we were talking about what we got at Vogue Knitting Live last year, who we're happy to see again this year, like kind of what we're looking forward to and shopping plans and all that stuff. And she was showing me the skein of yarn that she got from the Wandering Flock. Wandering Flock is like one of those dyers that it's very beautiful, and they're very big and they're very expensive, and their yarn just feels like a little more luxurious. And she had a skein, this was the little tag, she had a skein of the 100% superwash extra fine merino, which is actually like significantly different in my experience than just like a regular skein of merino. It's very, very soft, very like drapey and light. There's just like something about it, and I don't know what they do to this yarn, but the extra fine merino is very much like extra fine. So she had this one skein left. The colorway on this one is Holograph Dreams, which is like one of their main colorways, kind of like when you think of Wandering Flock, it's that one. She said, I've gotten this skein last year, I still haven't used it, I have no idea what I'm gonna do with it. And I said, just give it to me and I'll take it home. I will make something for you. I'll make you a, you know, a little hat or something, and then I will bring it back with me to Vogue Knitting Live, and then you can wear it to the show. So this is the skein that she had given me. It's a single. There it is in the light. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. I really love Wandering Flock. I just have like an eye for the pastel situation that I don't think anyone else has. And I held that with one strand of undyed Surrey alpaca, which is pretty much exactly what you would expect it to be. I knit her the 2x2 hat, which is the hat I just got done knitting for myself a few weeks ago. And here she is. This is very pretty. This is so nice. I love this like color pooling that's happening. I'm personally a big fan of color pooling. Like I don't know why people are so scared of it, but it makes me happy. One strand of the Holograph Dreams with the undyed Surrey alpaca. I'm gonna go out on a limb and put this on my head. We'll see what it does to my hair. Forgot about the no hat on the curly hair situation when it's this like, here's the hat. It's gonna look better on Brienne, but it is nice. The 2x2 hat I've already talked about. I'll put another like little blurby link at the top here for the section where I like kind of went on about that pattern. I did knit this one to pattern at the 112 stitches around. I sized down the needle after I did the fold over brim, just so the top was like a little more fitted and this wasn't like super squeezy, you know, on your brain. I think it's great. I think next time I honestly, if I was holding a strand of fingering weight with a strand of mohair or Surrey or something fluffy, I might even go down another needle size to a US 5, just because the 2x2 ribbing is like very stretchy. I didn't block this. I'm not going to block it. If Brie wants to block it, she can. But if I were giving this to someone who didn't like knit and have a yarn store and stuff, like maybe I would. But if she wants to block it to make it bigger, that's cool. But if not, I think it fits really nicely to begin with. She has curly hair like I do, so she can do what she wants. This was my other FO. I like started and knitted this, I think in like 4 days or something. It was really fast. It was a really fast project. I'm all fluffy now. But I really like this hat pattern. I'm gonna continue to make this. Thought about making one for all of us because honestly, like I could just go through my entire yarn stash and like knit one for everybody. Just pulling like random yarns and holding them together. I would really like a marled one for myself with some of this black lace yarn that I will show you that's part of my whip. But this is the hat. It's the 2x2 hat pattern. That will also be linked down below. Look at this pooling. It's so nice. I love it. My work in progress. I've started this since right after episode 7. I cast this on. Obviously, like once I show you, you will understand that this is not like portable or anything. So I did not bring this when I was filming at Thimbleberry, but it's been like perpetually anchored to like my living room under the couch. So I cast on another DRK everyday sweater. My first DRK everyday sweater was like equal parts success and failure. Success in that like the fit of the sweater is great. I love knitting it. The pattern is like easy enough. It's a nice like rounded yoke and it fits very well. Big failure in the yarn that I used, which is like totally my own fault. I used yarn that was not spun enough. Maybe it like wasn't spun at all. I'm like trying to remember it in my head, but I'm very certain it was like barely spun together at all. It was like a 2-ply, it was like loosey-goosey, and the whole thing just like totally shrunk from not washing it or not blocking it. It literally just shrunk from me wearing it and like the friction and the heat of like my mortal form, I guess, which has never happened like before or since knitting that with any other garment that I've ever made. So the yarn itself was a fail, but it's kind of like my like scrubby around the house sweater. It's like covered in like strands of thread from sewing and stuff. So I wanted to give the pattern another chance because I do like the fit of it. I like the pattern photo that Andrea Mowry has. I'll just pull it up on my phone. The pattern photo that Andrea Mowry uses for this pattern is so cute. I don't know like what the yarn situation is here with her. Look at this like brown. It's like super chocolatey. You can see there's like good texture in each strand, whether it's 2 strands held together or, you know, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure this is just 1 strand, but it's just like the whole thing looks like so comfy cozy. She's also beautiful, so like that helps too. Look at her in her little overalls. I just love it. Like I love everything about it. And in the pattern photos, one of the things that I like didn't manage to like get or line up the last time I knit it is that she has like the funnel neck look, actually very similar to like this turtleneck that I'm wearing today. Very similar to this, where it's not like a rolled over turtleneck. It's kind of like a mock neck. It's just higher up overall. I really like the look of that in like a knitted sweater, but I think it's hard to achieve all the time. While I was casting on for this sweater, I decided that that was like my focus and my like goal for knitting this one was trying to get that like funnel neck look. And I'm doing that by extending the yoke. So I haven't split for the body and sleeves yet, but this is what I have so far. So ignore my unwoven end here. Sinful. I actually ended up pairing, and I'll talk about the yarns in a second, but I paired 2 together, and I really like how this is giving like that same kind of marl look to it. I extended the collar past what she calls for in the pattern by like, I think, an inch. Can't be like more than that, maybe an inch, inch and a half, maybe. But right now I'm just knitting the body straight. I'm completely done with the increases, and I'm really just trying to get it to like a suitable place where when I break for the body and sleeves, which is like probably soon, that it won't just get like held down and then the neckline to stretch out like this. So part of this is also the yarn choice. I could have totally knit the sweater in like a regular standard, I know what to expect sort of yarn, but I like of course have chosen not to. But this yarn combo like called to me, and I just had to answer. Let me get to, here we go. So these are the yarns that I'm holding together. I've got 1 strand of the Mojave, which is like the bigger, thicker strand of yarn. This is 60% cotton, 40% linen by Kelborn Woolens. This colorway is 25, the slate gray. I think it reads as like pretty purpley, which I like. It's cute. It's very like storm cloud. Love it. And then I was going through my stash. I have like these grandiose plans of making a stash reorganization video. I don't know if that's boring or not. I mean, Well Love Knits just made one like last week, and I watched it and it was lovely and cute. I desperately need to reorganize my stash. And in my stash, there were 2 of these cones, which as you can imagine, like do not smush or like lay nicely like on my yarn shelf at all. So I was like, I need to hold these with something and just like get this yarn out of my life. This was 100% an impulse purchase that I made like over a year ago. I got this from Yarns by Design in Pittsburgh. They were having a sidewalk sale one day. Totally got roped into going on my way to work. So this is refusing to focus, but I will have linked both of the Ravelry listings for these yarns down below, because I do think like so far in my experience of like knitting and working with this, I think this is a nice yarn if you're trying to hold it with something and kind of add like strength and structure, but also like a little color blip. So this one again is cotton and linen. This one is 100% fine merino. This is Heibu Textiles. It's a lace weight. The color is 3035, and I mean honestly, other than that, like there's nothing to write home about. It's very nice and it's lovely, but it's just like a black, man, this really will not focus. It's just like a black lace weight yarn. So I bought 2 of these. So I think I have like 1,500 yards about of this, and I never obviously intended to like knit a lace weight anything by itself. Like I just would not do that. So I bought it, like I said, with the intention of holding it with something else. So I finally did it. I actually, not long after I like cast this on, when I was looking around at Bree's shop, there's some other, I don't remember what it was. There's some other brand of yarn that she carries that is this exact yarn combination. Like if you smush these 2 together, it's cotton, linen, and merino. And it feels wonderful. It's like very luscious and nice and equal parts like smooth and not scratchy. I would say this is like more cotton than linen. That's kind of my experience. I've knit with like straight up cotton and straight up linen. Straight up linen is like painful. So I guess that's where the like 60% cotton comes in with this, because this is delightful. Like absolutely enjoying this. This is great. I love the way it feels. I love the way it looks in the garment. I forgot how much lace weight will just snap if you are knitting with it and it says, no, I'm done. It'll just break in like the middle of your stitch. So that's the only part that like sucks. I hate knitting off a cone too. There's no way that I was gonna like reskein these into 2 cakes. So I'm just kind of dealing with it. But this project is absolutely not portable because of the lace strand. That's the back. Let me show you the front of this. With all that in mind, you can see how that black is showing up. It's like very subtle. I think it's really, really exaggerated on camera, to be honest. I do hope that it maintains some of this like flecked look and that one or the other doesn't like bleed too much, but I think it should be fine. The feel of this is very nice. This is probably one of the closest things I've gotten to like a truly sweatshirty feeling situation. So that's really great. Actually, this shawl that I'm wearing right now, this is just like an improvised shawl that I knit to wear to Rhinebeck like 2 years ago. It was like when I had green hair, so it was that long ago. And it's 100% cotton, like scrappy cotton. It's not like nice yarn store cotton. I don't even remember where I got this from, but this is like one of my favorite pieces. Anything that's just plain cotton, like, does it age the best? No, but also like, who cares, you know? It's like peak comfort. Feels really nice and soft. And this has held up really well for being like 2+ years old. Obviously, like a garment in cotton is gonna be a different story, so time will tell, but I like the colors. I hope the merino gives it like a little more structure and maybe some more memory. And I hope I can get this like neckline situation to kind of stay where I want it to stay. After I posted that video of Lisa and I at Thimbleberry, I had major like floating head syndrome where I felt like I was wearing like a black shawl, a black turtleneck. My hair was down and I was like in front of some yarn and stuff, and like I literally just looked like Haunted Mansion style floating skull. And now I'm sort of having a crisis about like black clothes. So hopefully this gray color, you can see I've like since found a gray turtleneck to wear. I hope it just kind of like breaks everything up. I have no desire or intention to like read as a floating head. That's like not the vibe I'm trying to go with. Here's my moody gray mock neck sweater. I don't think there's much left on this, which sounds ridiculous. It's like not even split for the body and sleeves, but I don't think, like based off of where I crop the length and how far down the sleeves are gonna be, I don't think that there's like a ton of work left on this, in the sense that once I split for the body, it's probably just a couple inches honestly, and then 2 sleeves I can knock out pretty quickly. So I'm not 100% sure. I might finish this for Vogue Knitting Live. I don't know. So that's my DRK everyday sweater. Really been like standing Andrea Mowry for the last couple months. This is in the Woodsy and Wild bag also. This is like one of my 4 project bags that I have. This is the Woodsy and Wild bag that Brienne got me like long before I was making project bags, but I really like it. It's very nice, it's cute, it's fun. It's held a lot of sweaters in its day. So I've been out and about in the universe, moving and shaking, going to Joann Fabrics, going to some quilt stores, trying to look for some like super cute fabrics for project bags. My project bag Etsy shop is in the link, the link for the Etsy shop is in the description box if you want to go take a look at what's already there. These ones that I'm going to show you right now are not going to be part of like a shop update by the time this episode is like launched into the universe. These will already be in my Etsy shop, so if you want them, just go buy them because they might be gone. It's like a quick run through. I just got some really cute fabrics lately and I felt like compelled to make these bags, and I just like pulled them from my soul in the last like day, and I wanted to show them off because they're so cute. So first up, cats on shelves, little plants, little books. Got this cutie pie pattern down here for the base. This one, actually all of these, I lied. All of these are the largest bag size. So if you think about like sweater, garments, big shawls, big blanket projects and stuff, these are all probably suitable for that. The lining on this one is just more of that like orange blue plaid. Do feel like it's standard issue for all of us to have like cats, books, plants around the house. This one is crafty. Got sewing machine, notions, embroidery, just a plain black base but a little visual texture there, and then on the inside there's some gingham. Is that gingham or plaid? I think it's gingham. But these are just super cute. Love it. Love the goofy little pink zipper. This fabric is so exciting to me. Look at how darling this is. I love it. Cute strawberries, florals. The back is similar, just different. I think this is so pretty. This was on, I think I got this from Joann Fabrics, and I was like, this is way too nice to be like Joann Fabrics fabric, but whatever. What did I put inside here? Oh, I just love, like, I love this combination. I think the inside reminded me of like the little seeds on the strawberries. This whole thing is just like a vibe. Can you tell that I'm over winter because I'm just sewing a bunch of like planty botanical springtime project bags? I'm really over it. And then this one is just like I only got like very small cuts of both of these fabrics because I wasn't like 100%, but then when I got them home and they like kissed together, I just thought they were so darling. Look how cute. Little peace signs. Oh, I love it. And then the bottom is these like gold stars. It's cute, it's fun. And then just some solid blue on the inside, but this one is so cute. So again, these are large project bags. I don't know if anyone has ever brought this to my attention specifically, but I just recently like started rolling down the tops of my project bags. That's fun too, if you want like the bucket look. These 4 little honeys are in my Etsy shop. Right now with my Etsy shop, again, I don't have like a planned shop update or anything like that. Those are just gonna be kind of uploaded. I have what I would now consider to be a sinful amount of fabric. So I'm just slowly trying to like move through it. I don't want to sew a bunch of bags and then hold on to them for a shop update. I might have like a Valentine's Day themed shop update, but if I do that, it's gonna be kind of like rapid fire, sending things out into the universe. Also, while I was at the Moon and Yarn craft room, I bought, speaking of sins, I bought a lot of stuff. I'm actually gonna save that for the next episode. I think by the time I podcast next, which would be next week, I'm still gonna be mainly working on that sweater. So I'm gonna save the stash acquisition portion for next time. Got a lot of stuff from the yarn store, and then Brienne gifted me a lot of stuff too, which is really exciting and great. But for now, I think I'm just gonna like keep this short. Everybody's home. Everyone's probably sick of like listening to me talk. You can see Chicken Darling is out there. She doesn't want to be on display anymore. I'm gonna wrap it up. Again, there's links to everything that I mentioned in the description box. If you've not yet found me on Instagram, you can go find me on there. There's like obviously links to TikTok and Facebook and stuff down below too, but just like full disclosure, like I don't get on Facebook as an act of like self-care. It's just more of like a landing page so that if people, you know, want to get tattooed or something but they don't have Instagram, they can still find me. But it's just like a not pleasant, and TikTok is like a godless land. So find me on Instagram, comment down here. I've been trying to like reply to people's comments. It's not that I'm like so busy I can't be bothered to like respond to people's comments. It's just that like the comment response function is in like this separate YouTube app that I like forget to jump into a lot of times. So that's kind of the story with that. Thank you for hanging in there for another like blabbery episode like they always are. I will see you next week. I'm gonna try to get in one more video before we go to Vogue Knitting Live. Oh, if you're going to Vogue Knitting Live, please let me know, or send me a message on Instagram or something. I'm pretty sure going to be wearing my big like stripes pullover for like the main shopping day on Saturday, but we're also gonna be there on Friday too. We have like the two-day ticket pass situation. So okay, bye for real. Thank you. Love you. Bye.